This is our commons where students hang out, eat breakfast. They hang out here for lunch, they hang out here for break. And it's really just the open community space as our kids come in, as our community comes in, just to enjoy. Cafeteria is over there. As you can see, students are just now starting to come in for breakfast and kind of claim their spaces. Commons was just a little bit smaller than this one, but in terms of usable space, this one is a lot more usable space. And the design was with the windows here, looking out to beautiful Wagner Butte. The roll-up doors you can see is open this morning. Let the outside in, let the students come in and out. Lots of great eating spots for students outside, for breakfast, for lunch, and just a place to get some fresh air and escape the crowds. So the building's connected by really one main corridor, one main hallway, which is this hallway. The administrative support is up on the left. We've got student services coming here on the left. And bathrooms. We added a lot more bathrooms in this building. I think all of our students and staff are grateful for that as we start to transition into, especially with COVID and spreading students out, it's nice to have multiple spaces. Yes, so no waxing on the floors. Custodians are much happier. They run their big power sweeper through here. You get it spotless. So this is an academic wing. So like I said, the building's kind of broken up in multiple sections and all connected by this one main hallway. So this is what we call our Navy hallway. Down here are their traditional classrooms. We've got Spanish. We have our language arts teachers. And the health and PE department is down this wing here. And then there's another wing directly above it, which is similar, that houses our social studies and our math department. Student services is here on the left. It's a rock star group. Our graduation coaches, our registrar, our academic counselors, our mental health counselors are all housed in there. And it's really an open atmosphere. You can see the awesome soft seating for students, trying to create a welcoming environment so when they are struggling, they can come in and get support. In our old building, students have to come to the main office, check in to see a counselor, which sometimes could discourage students from coming to get that support. So really love that this is open and right on the main corridor of this building. Continuing down the main corridor, we've got our SRO, Officer Hull, great support for our students. We've got other student support services, and then another mini common space and another open eating space for our students. Like I said, the design of the building was to have multiple spaces for kids to eat, for kids to spread out, and for kids to take in the awesome views of what we have here in the Rogue Valley, especially in Phoenix and Talent, which, as you can see there, is a look back towards Wagner. Lots of great tables out here for students, grass, nice seating areas for students outside. So the first couple days, nobody sat out here because they didn't really know it existed. And once they found it, that became a very popular area for kids to sit out and eat lunch. You'll see classes come out here to do hands-on projects, to spread out, just to get some fresh air and to get those kids moving outside of that classroom. Once again, another roll-up door here. So we open that door during break and during lunchtime for students. During the full day, it stays closed for security reasons. The back of our campus is secure, which is a phenomenal security system we have in this building. As you noticed, when you came in, you had to get buzzed in. Our doors lock. Once school starts, those doors lock. So anyone who wants to come into this building must check in at the front office and get buzzed in. The back of the campus is fully enclosed by gates and also security cameras. So students can be out back in the school day and still have that sense of safety because it is a secure campus. So classrooms here on the left are TLC classrooms. Students in these classrooms, we have 2 of them. They get to work on life skills as well as academics. So we have small kitchens in there. We also have washer and dryer, so working on those dishwashing skills. So we have sinks in there. Just a great opportunity for our kids to learn those life skills that they're going to need when they leave high school. We're now in the red hallway, which is called our CTE wing. So once again, it's 2 levels. So bottom floor, top floor is directly above it. It's called the red wing. All of our CTE programs are down here. So when you think of CTE, career technical education, more hands-on type activities, more specialized projects and programs that students want to participate in. And down here, we'll walk and see our brand new Culinary kitchen, which is a commercial kitchen that our students have the opportunity to take classes in. This is one of our FFA and ag classrooms, so plant and animal science. Students are learning about that in there. This is the culinary kitchen. As you can see, multiple stoves, multiple cooking stations. Classroom instruction is on that side. We've got an open window, a swinging door. We have commercial dishwashing equipment, so kids, if they want to go into a restaurant, a lot of times you start, as we know, as a dishwasher, so a great opportunity for them to learn how to run that type of equipment. This has been one of our fastest growing programs in the last 3 to 5 years.
Very cool.
Transition to our more what we call noisy CTE. So when you think of noise, you think of hammering, banging, air guns. So this is our auto shop. So we'll cruise through here. So he's got a classroom space here. So he does instruction in here. It's connected to his shop out there, which has 3 lifts. So we have 2 big lifts in the main area and 1 small lift on the outside area. So kids in here work on their own cars. They work on staff cars. They do minor maintenance. Just a great opportunity for them to get a hands-on experience. So we have multiple levels of auto shop, all the way from the freshman entry level to the basics to the more advanced level of students who are potentially working on lift kits and suspension lifts and things like that. We had a 2-bay shop. We had 2 lifts, so this has definitely grown in size. One thing the kids realize is once they start driving, it's exciting, but then they realize that they have to maintain their car. They have to change the oil, some of those basic things, windshield wipers, things like that. Kids learn the basics up to the higher level if that's what they're interested in doing. So this is our new welding shop. As you can see, brand new welding booths, state-of-the-art exhaust equipment, which is phenomenal. Kids can be welding in one booth and have the exhaust that actually takes the fumes outside of the building, which is great for obviously health concerns. We have, as you can see over here, a brand new plasma machine. Just an awesome piece of equipment. Students design things on the computer, plasma cut things with the computer right here. So our students are learning obviously skills, basic skills of welding, maybe farm equipment, maybe cars, trucks, trailers, to the more advanced metal fab, metal design type activities that if they wanted to continue that route, they have those skills, especially that creative nature of our students. They have the ability to do that. This is a brand new machine we just got in, so our teacher's excited and so are the students. So remodeled right now, we're redoing the gyms, and there's also our band classroom, our choir and theater classrooms getting redone, and also our theater down there. The gyms both have got an update. Floors have updated, so those are in use right now. We're still doing some final touches, but little things on those. But those other classrooms, our goal is to get those done by hopefully early October and fully move into that section of the building as well. So this is the other CTE hallway. We're just upstairs. Up here we have more of our computer type programs and our art program. Kind of our digital media classroom, so students in here do a lot of computer work, a lot of computer design, and also some video work as well. Lots of awesome equipment that I have no idea how to work. In here is the actual video room for students. Once we get our student PHTV, which is our Phoenix High School television program, back up and running, this is where they'll shoot videos and then broadcast to the rest of the school. Announcements, celebrations, things of that nature, but gives kids that opportunity to get in front of the camera because we have some that love to do it. So art has multiple spaces. This is our ceramics area. So you can see multiple pottery wheels on this side, workspaces for kids, lots of sinks. One thing we know about ceramics is it can be messy. So it's designed with awesome ability to wash equipment, and the drainage system is set up so that it filters out all that stuff that we don't want going into our sewers. So Great design there. You can see there's drains in a lot of the floors around kind of the wet areas where students would be getting messy and having a good time while they're doing it. Starting to do some work. We're second week of school in, and they're already starting to create some pretty amazing works. The art spaces are connected, which is awesome for students who are doing multiple things. This is kind of the drawing studio in the main instructional space for our art teacher. Morning. Our other CTE-based program, business and marketing. So similar computer work in here, but students are learning how to start a business, how to run a business, kind of the basic foundational process of running a business. In here, our students have been working to design and screen print. We've got a screen printer, t-shirts, we've got a laser engraver, large color or laser format printer, thank you. So huge posters. Students are learning this part of business. Creating, designing, and then seeing if it sells. Now back on the second level, up here we have our science classrooms, our future planning center to assist students who are going to college or post-secondary educational experiences, whether that be trade school. We'll walk by there in just a second, but these are our science labs. This is one of our science classrooms. We have 4 of them, all pretty much identical, with the ability to do anything from physics and chemistry to earth science and life science. At the end, you can feel the big openness of the space. Even though we're on the second level, we can get light from both sides of the building with the windows there and the windows from the classroom. You notice all the science classrooms have big open windows just to try to enhance the space, let the outside come in, and let students, when they're in there, to feel like they're surrounded by nature as much as possible. This is the Future Planning Center. As you can see, we've got some announcements for SOU already out here. So this group works a lot with our seniors as well as our juniors and trying to connect those students, like I said earlier, to post-secondary dreams, and also keep doors open and options open for them as they kind of navigate that process. So just a great support area for our students to come to, with 3 awesome staff members working in here, of course. Morning, guys. Morning. Surrounded by college pennants, this is the place to be. Huge open spaces that, yes, kids feel, and once again, you look down at the end here, and they did an awesome job in the design that you get light coming in from that section too. So hallways are able to steal natural light. Classrooms obviously are, but just a really neat design. This is another eating area for students, which is great. We showed the commons earlier. The commons can get really busy at lunch and at breakfast. This spillover space is a great space for students who maybe want a quieter area to eat. Like I said earlier, kids haven't used this building or these spaces in school. So the first couple days, nobody sat up here. Later on in the week, students found the spot, and now people have kind of claimed their areas of where they like to eat their lunch with their friends. If you're looking for a really quiet space, we've got that too in our new library. So once again, just a great design, lots of great natural light, space for students to sit. You'll see lots of soft seating at the far end over there. You see more work area seating here for students who want to come and do work or bring out their Chromebooks or simply talk and chat with their friends after they've eaten lunch. Just a great space for students to kind of be comfortable in. And there's not very much smoke, so you can see it. Kind of a maker space, so students can come in here if they're working on projects or need to do posters, things of that nature. All the supplies they need are in the cabinets here, and definitely the workspace to do it. We know some of our students don't have the space at home to do this, or necessarily the supplies. So just a great opportunity for them to have a space to work that's right here on campus. Morning. Good morning. Early with the architects, and doing lots of listening sessions with students, parents, community members, staff members, getting feedback about what they wanted, and for the most part, everybody wanted the same thing: a welcoming building with natural light that we could grow into for years down the road as well. I think kids were excited, but also overwhelmed a little bit. I was myself when I went into the Commons and we went to lunch. It was the first time ever that we had seen kids actually have lunch here, because we had lunch takeout before it was grab and go. So when 600 kids flooded the Commons, I went, whoa, okay. And I think kids did the same thing. They go, several said, Mr. Walker, this seems like a lot of students, but we, those first couple of days you get used to it, then it's like, that's what this feels like. It's really hard to know what that felt like. It's been 18 months since we've been there. So to see students come back, to see the number, to see them talking with their friends, it was great.